Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, there was a bear family who lived in a lovely house in the woods. There was a great big papa bear, a middle-sized mama bear, and a wee baby bear. They each had a chair to sit in, a great big chair for Papa Bear, a middle-sized chair for Mama Bear, and a wee chair for Baby Bear. And they each had a bed to sleep in that was just right, the right size. Every morning for breakfast, they each ate a heaping bowl of tasty porridge. A great big bowl for Papa Bear, a middle-sized bowl for Mama Bear, and a wee bowl for Baby Bear. One morning, the porridge was much too hot to eat. The three bears went for a walk while the porridge was cooling. Mama Bear took her basket so she could gather sweet blackberries to stir into the porridge. The three bears did not lock their door when they went out because they were very trusting bears who lived deep in the quiet forest. They never thought that anyone would enter their house while they were gone. While the three bears were out walking, a little girl named Goldilocks passed by their lovely little house. Goldilocks had been out walking since early in the morning. She had not eaten any breakfast before she left home, and the three bears' porridge smelled very good to her. Goldilocks looked in the window and saw the bowls of hot porridge sitting on the table. She looked around and did not see anyone inside. Since no one was home, Goldilocks pushed open the door and walked into the three bears' house. She saw 3 sets of slippers laid out for the next morning. One pair of slippers was for someone with great big feet. Goldilocks saw a second pair of slippers were for middle-sized feet. Another pair was for somebody with wee feet. Goldilocks looked and saw 3 jars of honey. Every jar was a different size too. The whole house, Goldilocks noticed, was filled with 3 of just about everything in 3 different sizes. One was a great big thing, another was middle size, and the third was always a wee thing. This house must belong to a family of 3, Goldilocks guessed. She thought they would not mind if she helped herself to just one little bit of 3 bowls of porridge set out on the table. Goldilocks went right over to the table and began helping herself to the porridge. First, she sampled the porridge in the great big bowl. "Ouch," said Goldilocks. "This porridge is far too hot." Since Goldilocks was very hungry, she could not wait for the porridge to cool. So she decided to taste the porridge in the middle-sized bowl. "Oh no," she said, making a face. "This porridge is much too cold." Then Goldilocks tasted the porridge in the wee bowl. It was just right. It was so good she ate it all up. When Goldilocks finished the porridge, she wandered into the next room, where she saw 3 chairs. First, Goldilocks sat in the great big chair. "This chair is too hard," she said. Next, she sat in the middle-sized chair. "And this chair is too soft," complained Goldilocks. Finally, she sat in the wee chair. This chair is just right," said Goldilocks. Goldilocks sat there in the wee chair, enjoying the peace and quiet, when suddenly the little chair broke all to pieces. Goldilocks picked herself up off the floor and put the pieces of the wee chair back together as best she could. Then she went upstairs. At the top of the stairs, Goldilocks found a bedroom. First, she lay on the great big bed. "This bed is too hard," said Goldilocks. Then she lay on the middle-sized bed. "This bed is much too soft," she complained. Goldilocks walked over to the wee bed and lay down on it. "This bed is just right," said Goldilocks. She snuggled under the covers and in no time was fast asleep. By now, the 3 bears thought their porridge would be cool enough to eat, so they returned home. The bears entered the house. They could not wait to taste their porridge with the blackberries Mama Bear had picked. Papa Bear saw the spoon standing in the 3 bowls of porridge. "Someone had been tasting my porridge," Papa Bear growled. Mama Bear looked at her bowl and said, "Someone's been tasting my porridge." Then Baby Bear saw that is wee bowl was empty. "Look, someone has been tasting my porridge and has eaten it all up," he cried. Now the 3 bears knew that someone had been inside their house. They wondered if that someone was still there. The 3 bears went into the next room to look around. Papa Bear went up to his great big chair and said, "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Mama Bear saw her chair. "Someone has been sitting in my chair." Then Baby Bear looked at his own chair. Wee chair. He cried out, "Someone has been sitting in my chair, and now it's broken." The 3 bears hurried upstairs to their bedroom. Papa Bear noticed right away that his bed covers were rumpled. "Someone has been lying on my bed," he growled in his great big voice. Mama Bear saw that her pillow and quilts were a mess. "Someone has been lying." What?
안녕하세요.
Mama Bear saw that her pillows and quilts were a mess. "Someone has been lying on my bed too," she said in her middle-sized voice. While Mama Bear and Papa Bear were looking at their beds, Baby Bear walked over to his wee bed, and he cried out in his wee voice, "Someone has been sleeping in my bed, and here she is." He leaned over to touch the sleeping girl to see if she was real. Goldilocks awoke with a start. She saw the 3 bears standing beside the bed, She was so scared that she tumbled out of the bed. She ran out of the room and down the stairs as fast as she could. The three bears never saw Goldilocks again, and that was just fine with them. The